because there's not that much traffic. I'm going to get a little bit in the shade. Whew. So, yeah, my life has been disrupted by a major change that was very painful, super impactful, started to make me question everything that I was believing in. And I'm, starting to recognize that in many ways, I have not been truly focusing in on myself. I've been kind of like going through life with a lot of attachments to a lot of things, people, and not really thinking about what my place is in this world and on this earth. So I've had a lot of alone time, a lot of solitude time, that once the initial shock started to wear off a little bit, and let's be frank, like kind of traumatic, depressive state where you're just like, you don't even know what's happening. You're just kind of like floating along, trying to survive. I felt like I was treading water for quite a while, hibernating, and essentially doing everything I could to distract my mind from all the ruminating thoughts that tend to happen when when your body and your mind and your spirit is just suddenly shocked out of its normalcy and its routine. So, anyway, somehow through looking at different videos about, initially I deep dived into like narcissism and, trying to get a grasp on why my husband chose infidelity, and it was so heartbreaking to me. And then I got tired of going that road, although I think it was a piece of the puzzle I needed. But it was making me be a champion of protecting myself. It was making me be a champion of not having trust in anything and not having trust in the world, and being very cynical. And I didn't like the way that felt. It didn't feel in line with my true nature. And so I literally kind of made myself stop. And then I started to look up things like that might give me a little bit of spiritual upliftment. And that's when I kind of embarked on like near-death experience videos, spiritual videos where people talked about their enlightenment and their different paths and that sort of thing. And what I loved about them was it opened a door for you to start to think a little bit outside the box. And no matter what it is that you're going to start to believe or start to resonate with, what I loved was this common theme that we are all like connected to a greater source, however you decide to believe about it. And therefore, we're all really kind of connected to each other. And that our true essence, the true essence of who we are, is not this human body, but our essence is our true soul, which is so much more and so much greater than this body, and therefore the emotions and everything else that we experience here. And it took some of the gravity off of what I was waking up and feeling every day, feeling like a victim on a pedestal. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I started my day thinking about my pending divorce, my heartbreak, the infidelity, I've been wronged. I started my day that way. And then any interaction that I had with anyone, it was looming in the background. I couldn't have one conversation without it being associated with my drama. And I'm not belittling it. Don't get me wrong. It's hard. Heartbreak is hard. Heartache is hard. Divorce is hard. Losing your partner that you thought you were going to have for your life, hard. I'm not belittling it. I'm simply saying that you can make choices on how you're going to navigate it. And I'm also not beating myself up, because I know that I needed to go through stages to get to a place to look at it differently. Which, like I said, is why I embarked upon looking at things. If I was going to distract myself, I wanted to distract myself with positivity, and not so much focusing in on what is negative about humans in the world, but doing more of a deep dive on myself and my place in the world, and then my connection to everybody in the world in that way. So Blissfully Unbothered came about at some point during this journey of looking at all these videos and such. And I don't even know how it came up, but it just did. I remember just feeling like I wish I could feel unbothered. I'm so tired of feeling stressed. I'm so tired of feeling anxious. I'm so tired of feeling sad. I wish I could just be unbothered. And then one day I added the blissfully to it, because like blissfully is like happily, joyfully, even euphorically. And unbothered is like not feeling anxious, not feeling agitation, not feeling discomforted in any way, like whether it's spiritually, emotionally, physically. So I'm like, how beautiful would that be, to be in a place where you feel happily unbothered by everything that's happening around you. That's how you're navigating the world and navigating your circumstances. And so that's the goal, and that's the goal of this channel.